Welcome back, gems, to your favorite challenge 31 days to renew your mind. Today is day 12. Let's start the class with a prayer. God, I bring to you every place I still judge myself. Help me let go of regret and receive your grace. I choose to believe I am no longer condemned. Teach me to see myself through your mercy. Today, I walk in forgiveness freely and fully. Today's topic is self-forgiveness. Forgiveness. I was doing street interviews, I think it was a couple months ago. And I saw an amazing king coming out of a Tesla. That was a different Tesla. The color was great, and I'm happy he has that level of wealth and riches. As we spoke, I found out he was a pastor. So I was asking him questions. About mindset, about health, about success, about happiness. Because I want to know. I'm very curious. Might as well ask, right? And as we were talking, we got into the topic of forgiveness. And he said one thing. And after he said that, I had never forget that. After he said that, I went home and I wrote forgiveness letters, multiple forgiveness letters to myself and to other people. He told me that unforgiveness is poison. It will kill you. It will make you sick. To you, not to the other person. So I was like, whoa, gotta forgive. I was already a forgiving person before he told me that. But that made it stronger. I started using forgiveness intentionally. And matter of fact, a couple weeks ago in this class, I shared with all of you a forgiveness letter. If you want to forgive someone, or if you want a forgiveness letter, put it in the comment of this video and I will text it to you. Today's first affirmation is, I forgive myself for not knowing what I didn't know. I forgive myself for not knowing what I did not know. I forgive myself for not knowing what I did not know. Forgive yourself. No amount of alcohol, no amount of sex, no amount of beating yourself down, no amount of judging yourself, no amount of criticizing yourself, no amount of hurting yourself is going to change whatever you did, whatever you said, whoever you were. But forgiving yourself now gives you a new chance to do better, a new chance to do bigger, a new chance to do new. But if you don't forgive yourself, you keep yourself in jail. Oh my God, you did this. You said this. You were this person. You have all this, and when you haven't forgive yourself, shame grow on you, guilt grow on you, stress grow on you. And as everybody know by now, stress can kill you. Unforgiveness can cause stress. And the reason why I say all start with you, because if you cannot truly and fully forgive yourself, best believe you cannot truly forgive other people. I bet it feels great when somebody forgives you. Now imagine how much better it must feel when you forgive yourself. Today's first homework, journal about this question. What do you need to forgive yourself for? I will go first. I need to forgive myself for not speaking up. I need to forgive myself for putting other people's happiness before my happiness. I need to forgive myself for not listening to my intuition. I need to forgive myself for all the decisions I made out of fear, out of resentment, out of anger, out of ignorance, out of poverty, out of miseducation. I need to forgive myself. And I did. I did it, and whatever, I will do it again. Self-forgiveness is not something you do one time and that's it. You do it as many times as you want to, as many times as you please. And when you, the main goal of forgiveness is releasing yourself from the situation, from the experience, from the person. Just release. I let go. I no longer have to carry the pain, carry the wounds, carry the lies, carry the cheating, carry the misunderstanding, carry the fight. No, I don't have to do that. So I release. I release what happened. I release the story. I release the person. I release the version of me that did that, that said that. Release. What about you? What do you need to forgive yourself for? Journal. Write down. Be honest. Be vulnerable. Be real. As you should. Because it's for you. It's from you to you. It's not from somebody else to come read and judge. Which, by the way, other people's judgment, other people's criticism has nothing to do with you. That's them. Let them judge you. Let them criticize you. But you, don't you dare to criticize yourself. Don't you dare to judge yourself. No, it's not allowed. It's not welcome. It's not nice. Don't do it. Another affirmation for today. I forgive myself fully. I release the weight of regret and walk in divine grace. I forgive myself fully. I release the weight of regret and walk in divine grace. Forgive yourself. Today's scripture is 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sin, He is faithful and just and will forgive us our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. The question is not, has God forgiven me? The question is, have you forgiven yourself? Think about what you do every time you, oh, God forgive me. I want God to forgive me. I want God to forgive me. But you still beat yourself down for the same thing. You still judge yourself from the same thing. You still blame yourself for the same thing. Then it's not about God forgiving you. It's about you forgiving yourself. Truly. How much weight have you been carrying because you haven't forgive? How much pain have you been carrying because you haven't forgive? How much misery have you been carrying because you haven't forgive? How much tears have you been carrying because you haven't forgive? How many wounds still open because you haven't forgive? Second homework, second thing to journal about is, what mistake or past decision do you still judge yourself for? What mistake or past decision do you still judge yourself for? What would it look like to extend yourself the same grace God offers you? What will it look like, truly? Oh, God, give me grace. Oh, God, give me grace. Oh, God, give me grace. What will it look like if you give yourself that grace? And I always say in my videos, my classes, my teachings, love on yourself. All the good things, all the positive things you wish God to do for you or to say to you, say those things to yourself. How many of you haven't forgiven your parents for whatever they did? And you still carry that. They were not present. They were not present. They didn't give me this. They treated me this way. And now you are the one who grow with all that anger, all that resentment, all that pain. And because of all that resentment, all that pain, you are doing things that makes no sense. You are here insulting other people. You out here using other people. You out here abusing other people. You out here treating other people as bad as your dad or your mom have treated you. When those other people have nothing to do with that. They didn't create that pain. So why are they paying for the consequences of the pain that they did not create? Because you haven't forgive. Because you haven't healed. Haven't you heard the saying? If the saying that goes, if you don't heal, you are going to bleed in the hands of those who didn't hurt you. That's where the other saying comes: hurt people, hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. But let me tell you, no matter how hurt you can be, you have the choice to not hurt other people. And if you hurt other people unconsciously or unintentionally, it's because you are not aware of the pain you are carrying. You are not aware of the damage you are carrying. You're not aware of the wounds you are carrying. Question to journal about: what mistake or past decision do you still judge yourself for? What would it look like to extend to yourself the same grace God offers you? Oh, God, forgive me. Well, start by you forgiving yourself. Oh, God, show me a better way. You show yourself a better way. And if you find yourself still feeling that God is far away from you, or God does not hear you, or you don't have a direct access to God, you still have to go within yourself and ask yourself who God is. If you're still looking for God out there, or you think certain people has more God in them than you do, that's a misunderstanding that you still have. At some point I was that way too. I was praying, looking at the sky. God, oh, there, oh. But after I pray, I will not take no time to change myself, to correct myself, to work on myself, to change my ways, to change my attitude. I will be praying, God, with some, God, you know I deserve this. You know I'm a good person. You know I want. As soon as I'm not praying, here I am lying. Here I am being lazy. Here I am being a people pleaser. Here I am complaining. The same attitude I was praying God for wasn't matching the same attitude I had in my day-to-day life. Until I renewed my mind. Until I went with it, I'm like, oh no. I keep praying God for things, but the same things I pray for, here I am. What do I do about it? Nothing. Just God. Thinking that God is up there. Looking, no. God is in here. Because God is in awe of the awe, in the awe all the time. God is right here. Because I'm right here. God is right there in this screen because you are on the other side of the screen. You are an extension of God. You are a representation of God. The experiences you go through, that's God having other experiences. The experiences I go through, that's God having other experiences. God is not outside of you, far away from you. You have direct access to God. You are a priority to God all the time. I am, you are, everybody else is. What mistake or past decision do you still judge yourself for? Again, the word judgment. And it has come around in this challenge. Because a big side of you renewing your mind is you stop judging yourself, stop criticizing yourself. Every time you judge yourself, you are cussing yourself out. Every time you criticize yourself, you are cussing yourself out. And we spoke about the power of words, right? Death and life is in here. So why kill yourself with your words when you can uplift, when you can give yourself life with your words? God has forgiven you. Why haven't you? God has forgiven you. Why haven't you? So many of us hold on to shame, not because God refused to forgive, but because we refuse to let ourselves off the hook. We refuse to let ourselves off the hook. We're still in the hook of the misery, the pain, the cheating, the lie, the no presence, no physical support, no emotional support, the hurt, the wounds. You're still holding on to that. We replay all stories, all narratives, all scenarios, all words, all circumstances. You keep repeating to your head, oh, this happened, oh my God. When this lie, they hurt me. They were not there. I suffered. They emotional. They weren't there. Physically, they weren't there. They lied to me. They abused me. They misused. They misinterpreted. You keep repeating. You keep replaying those old scenarios. You keep replaying those old memories. You keep replaying all the old stories. And then you are surprised when those stories keep happening again. Then you are surprised when you're still in the same situation, the same circumstance, the same misery. Why are you surprised though? So you think whenever you are replaying those scenarios in your head, if you're replaying it in your head, it's because you are welcoming them again in your life. And I think I made a video about I don't know if it was day 7, day 6, day 5, whatever day it was, to tell yourself new stories. Tell yourself happy stories, success stories, prosperity stories, money stories, joy stories. If you don't have any in your own life, Google happy stories and read those happy stories. Happy movies and watch those happy movies. Rich movies and watch those rich movies. Millionaire movies and watch it. You are watching it so you can tell yourself new stories that reflect the life that you want, that reflect the happiness, the success, the peace that you want. If you keep replaying the old scenarios, you're going to keep having the old life. Do you want an old life or do you want a new life? Well, how can you give yourself a new life if you're still replaying the things that happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago? How many of you, something happened 10 years ago, 40 years ago, but you still holding on to it? Release. We replay all sins, punish ourselves silently, and build mental prisons from past errors. At some point, I was like that too. Not letting go. Oh, you did that. You said that you could have done better. Yeah, here I am punishing myself. For what? We replay all sins, punish ourselves silently, and build mental prisons from past errors. As I said at the beginning, all those prisons you have built on yourself. Oh, I did this, I said this, I was this person, I was this way. You build a mental prison. And when you have a mental prison, you're going to have a physical prison also, because you are not free on your mind. How you going to be free in your body? If you cannot think free, you cannot act free. You cannot express free. You cannot feel free, because in your mind you are not. And you build mental prison from past errors, past mistakes, past failures, past adventures, past situations, past circumstances. We all have a past, and what? So what? I'm not my past. You are not my past. I'm allowed to grow. I'm allowed to evolve. I'm allowed to change my ways. You are allowed to change your ways. But how many of you have identified that your ways are hurtful, your ways are negative, your ways are killing you in silence, your ways are bringing nothing but poverty, nothing but drama, nothing but hate, nothing but misery, nothing but suffering in your life, but you're still stuck on those ways because you don't want to change, because you're scared to change. So you prefer to keep you prefer to keep suffering instead of changing and seeing what's after the change. You already know who you have been. You have experienced that person already. You have experienced that version of yourself already. So why not allow yourself to experience a new you, a different you? You already know what the person you are today can bring to your life. So why not reinvent yourself to see what the person, if you change, what that person can bring to your life? Different mindset, different life. Same mindset, same life. The choice is yours. But guess what? Renewal of the mind cannot happen where guilt is your God, where shame is your God, where TikTok is your God, Instagram is your God, religion is your God, people's opinion is your God. Your past experiences, your past scenarios is your past. Renewal of the mind cannot happen where guilt is your God, where shame is your God, where traumas is your God. A lot of you romanticize your trauma so much. Something happened, oh, this happened to me. Somebody says something, oh, it's because of my traumas. And you keep using your traumas as when the traumas become a reason to not change, to not do better. When? Oh, because of my trauma. I don't. I keep myself accountable. But what do? If this is you, I'm talking to you, you know. Whatever trauma you have, oh, everything that happened, you know it's because of my traumas. Everything that happened, oh, you know because of my childhood. Oh, you know because what happened to me when I was 10, when I was 11, when I was 6. Are you aware that since you can identify that because of that particular experience, you are acting this way, you can also see how the way you are acting is hurting you and is hurting other people, and you're going to choose to not change? Okay. The renewal of the mind cannot happen where guilt is your God, where shame is your God, where trauma is your God. Self-forgiveness is not denial, it's divine enlightenment. Self-forgiveness is not denial. You are not denying anything you did or anything you said, but guess what? You understand that whatever you said, whatever you did, is aligned with who you are becoming. So let's keep it going. Self-forgiveness says, I agree with God's mercy. I agree with God's grace. I agree with God's forgiveness. I agree with God's plan in my life. That's what self-forgiveness says. Today, let yourself be released. Today, let yourself be released. You are not the version of you that made that choice, that made that mistake, that went through that experience, that went through that situation. You are not that version anymore. You are not. You are not the version of you that made that choice. You are not. You are the version of you who has grown beyond it. Outgrew your traumas. Outgrew your resentment. Outgrew your guilt. Outgrew your past. Outgrew that past version of you. You are not the version of you that made that choice. You are the version of you. You are the version who has grown beyond it. You are the version who have grown beyond it. Forgive yourself. You want God to forgive you? Start by forgiving yourself. So you can release yourself, because you cannot heal while holding yourself hostage. A lot of you talk about healing, post about healing, read about healing, but you don't take time to heal the parts of you that are still hurting. But you don't take time to talk to the parts of you that are still hurting. Then what type of healing are you talking about? But you still avoid, you still silence, you still condemn, you still ignore the parts of you that are still hurting. You and all of us know the part of us that's still hurting. We all know. I know. But here I am talking about healing. Why am I talking about healing? Because I have healed myself. No 1 day, no 2 days, no 3 days. And I shared that a long time ago on my YouTube, that when I first left my home country, I spent 2 years with no friends, no family, no associate. 2 years with no one to go to physically. I was alone. And it was great. Everything happens for a great reason. Me being alone forced me I had no other choice. I want to talk, here I am. I want to go to the movies, here I am. I want to cry, here I am. I want to get excited, here I am. I would look right, I would look left, look up, look down. Nobody but me. So I was like, well, I already have me, so let's dive into it. What's going on? Why am I this way? Why do I react this way? Why am I scared? Why don't I speak on my feelings, on my thoughts? Why every time this happens, a part of me feels like crying? Gotta dive deep. I did it. And I'm glad I did. So I don't gotta be like that one whenever I'm 20s, 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s. Here I am, and I haven't recovered from things that happened in my childhood. Heal. Forgive yourself. Look at the people who are in the 80s, 90s, 70s. They're full of so much pain in their bodies. They are walking a certain way because they carry so much baggage. Because they haven't released, they haven't let go, they haven't forgive. And here they are in the 40s, 50s, 60s, still part of the, unforgiveness can make you sick. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. The same way your thoughts can heal you, your thoughts can also make you sick. Oh, you don't know how? Do your own research. Google it. Read book, listen to podcasts. We all have tools of education. We all have tools of information. Get it. ChatGPT is out there. Snapchat. My friend the other day was showing me how she asked the Snapchat robot. I'm like, okay, go ahead. It's a tool. Use it. ChatGPT. I have used ChatGPT and I will keep using it. Why not? It's a tool available to all of us. I will use it for good. I will use it to empower. I will use it to teach. I will use it to elevate. I will use it to heal because it's the tool available. So why not use it? The books you read on self-improvement are tools. ChatGPT is a tool. The seminars you go is a tool. The podcast you listen to is a tool. The mentorship you pay for is a tool. The coaching you pay for is a tool. ChatGPT is a free mentor, is a free coach. Use it to heal, to elevate, to empower, to create, to build. Use it. It's already here. Why not use something for good? Well, that's you. You can heal while holding yourself hostage. God has already forgiven you. So why are you still punishing yourself? It's time to accept the grace you have been given and extend it inward. God already gave you grace. Extend it inward. Yes, what did we say? Inside out. Inward. In. Inward is the key of anything and everything. Forgiveness isn't just something we give to others. It's not about giving it to ourselves. It's a gift we must give ourselves. It's a gift we must give ourselves. Forgiveness is a gift we must give ourselves. Forgiveness is a gift we must give ourselves. Give it to yourself. Which part of you are you going to forgive yourself from today? Which areas of your life? Let me ask you this. Who do you need to forgive in order to heal? Who do you need to forgive in order to grow? Me? I had to forgive my dad. Yeah, I had to. There was no other way around it. I said I wanted to grow. I said I wanted to evolve. I wanted to be a better me, an amazing me, the highest version of me. Forgiveness. I had to forgive my dad. Not because of what he did or what he said or how the word it was right, but because I had to release myself from that. If you want the forgiveness letter, let me know. I will put it in I will share it to you. It's right here. This is the whole forgiveness letter. I wrote it. Yeah. I release you. I release the story. I release the wound. Yeah. Forgive. 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 And by the way, you don't need an apology to heal. Those of you that are still waiting for apologies so you can heal, so you can move forward, you don't. They don't need to say sorry for you to forgive them. I forgive myself because I know I deserve better. I forgive myself because I'm not going to keep punishing myself for somebody else's actions. Why? Okay, let's close the class with a prayer. Thank you. Thank you for the freedom that comes with grace. I no longer carry what you have already released. I am forgiven, not just by you, but by me. Let this self-forgiveness become my new foundation. I am free to love moving forward. Day 12, we're still in this challenge again. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. It's not about intensity, it's about intention. See you all tomorrow for day 13. We're going to go on live today, Sunday, because we are going to talk about religion as a subject. And I will share the research I have done, my own experiences, my what I'm curious on, because religion, yeah. Religion as a subject today, live in 2 hours. If you're watching this video right now, be on the lookout for notification. The live is gonna go on TikTok. The class is gonna be on TikTok. So forgive yourself. You deserve it too. You deserve it too. Feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. If I don't have the answer, somebody else might have the answer. If you are the one with the question, ask the question. If you are the one with the answer, share the answer. To all my gems out there, I love you all. Thank you.